Did you know that in some parts of the United States, it's technically illegal to wear a fake mustache in church or even fall asleep in a cheese factory? While the U.S. is known for its modern legal system, some laws from decades or even centuries ago are still technically active today. Many of them were created for very specific situations, but they were never removed from the books. Today, we're counting down 10 of the weirdest laws that still exist in America. Some are funny, some are confusing, and a few might even surprise you. In the state of Alabama, there's an unusual law that says it's illegal to wear a fake mustache in church if it causes laughter. The rule was originally meant to prevent people from disrupting religious services. Imagine someone walking into a quiet church wearing a ridiculous disguise and making everyone laugh during a serious moment. While it might sound silly today, the law was created to maintain respect and order during religious gatherings. In Arizona, there's a strange law that makes it illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub. This law actually came from a real incident many years ago. A donkey once slept in an old bathtub during a flood and ended up being carried miles away by the water. Rescuers had to work very hard to retrieve the animal, and after that event, the unusual law was created to prevent similar situations from happening again. California once passed a law that made it illegal to whistle for a lost canary before 7 a.m. The idea behind this rule was simple. People were being disturbed early in the morning by neighbors loudly trying to call back their missing birds. The law was meant to protect the peace and quiet of neighborhoods during early hours. Today it sounds strange, but it shows how local problems sometimes lead to very specific laws. In Florida, there's an odd rule that suggests it's illegal to sing while wearing a swimsuit in public. The law was originally created many decades ago when public behavior standards were very strict. Authorities believed that certain activities might be considered inappropriate in public spaces like beaches. While it's unlikely anyone would be arrested for singing today, the law technically still exists on record. In Gainesville, Georgia, there is a law that says chickens are not allowed to cross the road. Yes, the classic joke actually has some truth behind it. The city once tried to prevent chickens from wandering freely into streets and causing accidents. While the rule was mainly intended to control livestock, it has become one of the most famous strange laws in the United States. Kentucky has a law that says you cannot carry ice cream in your back pocket. This strange rule dates back to the 1800s when horse thieves would place ice cream in their pockets to attract horses. The horses would follow them easily, allowing the thieves to steal them without technically touching the animal. Lawmakers eventually banned the practice to prevent this clever trick. Minnesota has a law banning contests where people chase greased pigs. These contests were once popular at fairs and festivals, where participants tried to catch slippery pigs covered in oil or grease. Authorities eventually banned the practice because it was considered unsafe for both animals and participants. Even though the contests were entertaining, the law was created to protect animal welfare. In Oklahoma, there's an old rule that makes it illegal to make ugly faces at a dog. The law might sound ridiculous, but it was intended to prevent people from provoking animals and causing them to become aggressive. By discouraging people from teasing dogs, lawmakers hoped to reduce animal-related incidents in public spaces. One of the strangest laws comes from Texas, where an old rule once suggested that criminals had to give 24 hours notice before committing a crime. Of course, no criminal would actually do this, but the law was written as a humorous way to emphasize personal responsibility and law enforcement awareness. Today it remains one of the most bizarre legal ideas ever recorded in the United States. As strange as these laws sound, many of them are still technically on the books today. They remind us that laws are often shaped by unusual events and historical moments. Some of them may never actually be enforced again, but they remain fascinating examples of how unique the legal system can be. If you enjoyed learning about these weird American laws, make sure to subscribe for more surprising facts and stories from around the United States.